we ended up in this place. We divided our floor plan into rooms, and this was the end product. So today I want us to insert the windows and the doors. For us to do that, we are going to introduce another thing. It's called the layers. Layers help you organize your work in a way that when you want to delete something, you can always select that thing only to delete without interfering with all the other things. So I'm going to set the layers, the different layers that we are going to have at this point. I'm going to have the windows as a layer and the doors are different layers. But we'll see how layers come into play when we will be detailing the structural parts of this structure. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll click on layers, and then when this window comes, you right click on your mouse and click on new layer. Then you rename that layer. In this case, I'm going to rename this to be window. Then you can change the color of that layer. If you want it to remain white, you can let it remain white, but I want to change mine for us to see the difference. I'm going to give it this color 52, and click OK. Then the line type, we have different line types. We have continuous. If you want to see more line types, you click on load, and then there are different line types. We have this ISO dash space. We'll see how we'll use these different lines when we are detailing, but for now I'm just going to use the continuous solid, and I'll click OK. Then the line weight, I'm going to use the default. I'll also have another layer for the doors, so I'll right click on new layer, and then this is going to be the doors. Then I'm going to change the color for us just to be different from the other layers. Then click OK. Then once that is done, for you to ensure that a layer is active, you have to double click on it. Right now I've double clicked on the window to make that layer active. Then I close the window. Now that means that I have the window layer active. So I want to draw to show the windows on the plan, they need to be rectangular with the width equal to the wall. So meaning we are going to use a wall of a width of 200, and I'm just going to make windows of, the height of the windows will be 1500 by, the windows will be 1500 by 1500, but that you'll only see in the elevation. For the plan, I'm just going to give the length and the width of the wall. So I'm going to draw them using this rectangular tool. So you click on it, and then you're asked to specify the first corner point. Click on anywhere, you click there. Then always read your command area. You asked specify the corner point. Then do you want to draw your rectangle by area or dimension? I want to draw mine by dimension. So specify the length of the rectangle. The length of my rectangle will be 1500. That is the length of the window. Then you press enter, and then you ask to specify the width. The width will be equal to the width of the wall, which is 200. Press enter. That is the window that I'll have. That will represent the window on the floor plan. But I'm going to have different sizes of windows. That is the first one. The second one, I'll click on this. Specify the first corner. Yes. I'm still drawing by dimension. The length of this one will now be 2000 and the width 200. That will be my second type of window. But then this is too plain. I need to offset it to give the window a decent look on how the window usually looks like. So I want to offset this 50 inwards. So you're going to click on offset. Then you ask to specify the offset distance. I'm going to offset it by 50 millimeters. Then press OK. You click on it and press inside. You're still in the offset command, so you click on it. So I have offsetted those two. I also want to make once you are done with the command, you press escape. I want to make a line here to show the different divisions of that window. So I'll click on line, and right now I have my cursor snapping at the midpoint, so I'll draw a line there. I'll also draw a line here. I want this line to extend to this area, so I'm going to type extend on my keyboard. Then I extend this line like that. Again, I extend this line and press escape. So for me to clean this up, I'm going to use the trim command. So you click on trim, then you trim what you don't want. I'm going to trim this. I'm going to trim this and this. Press enter. I also need to offset this. I'm going to offset it by 40. Sorry, I want this to be the mid part, so I'm going to offset by 20 on both sides. So you click this side, 20 this side, click 20, then I'm going to delete this middle one. So that is how we make our window. The next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to draw our doors. Remember, right now the layer that is active is the window layer. So for me to make the door layer active, I'll go back to layers and double click on the doors to make the layer active, and then I close. Then for me to draw the doors, I need to draw a line, specify the first point, and then we usually use the width of the door is usually 900, so I'll draw 900 and press enter. But this color is not visible, so I'm going to change the color to make it a visible color. So I'm going to layers, change the color. I want bright colors, so which color? Let me pick that. They're almost similar with the window, so I'm going to do that. Yes, good. So now you realize it has changed the color of my door. Then again, I want to offset this door to 200 to be equal with the wall width. Then I click this line again, click this. So I want to represent it the way we represent the symbol of the door that we usually have on the plan. So I'm going to do another line from here. The line should be 900. So now I want to draw an arc. There are so many ways you can do that. You can draw a circle. For example, I can draw a circle. Then specify this will be the center point of my circle. Then I draw a circle of radius 900. Then now you trim what you don't want. So you click on trim. Then I trim on these edges and trim here and here. That will be my door symbol. So then now that I have drawn my doors, I'll copy these things on the floor plan. The next thing that I want to do is create an opening on the floor plan where I'll place the door and the windows. So I'll go to line. My first door will be here, so I'm placing them randomly at this point. I click like that, then I offset. The door is 900, I offset that line by 900, so you click here 900 and you trim the unwanted parts. This, that will be my first door opening. Another one, I'll have here an opening, not a door, but just an opening. So I'm going to offset this by 2 meters. Then you trim the lines that you do not require. I'll also have another line, another opening here, an opening of 900, so I'm going to offset through 900. I'm going to trim these unwanted lines. Good. Okay. Then I'm going to have one last opening here. I'm going to offset 900. And trim these other lines. So I have already all the areas that provided an opening on all the areas that I'll place my doors. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, you realize that my doors are in different parts. It's not one solid thing. So I need to make it a block so that I can transfer it. I can transfer it as an object on its own, one object. So let me delete this line just to make it look good. So for me to make this door an object, I want to make it a block. So I'll type block on my keyboard, then click on the block. Then you name the block, it's a door. Then I'm supposed to pick a point, that point. Then specify on screen. I'm going to select everything and press enter. Now once you hover the cursor around it, you see that it's one object, it's a block now. But then I want to place this door facing different directions on the plan. So I can make a copy of this door. You come and click on copy. Then you ask to select the object. I want to select that door. Press enter. Then specify the base point. I want this to be my base point. I have one copy there and another copy there. Another thing that I want to do, I want to rotate this door because I'll place it here. I need it rotated. So I'm going to click on rotate. Select the object, press enter. Then you are supposed to specify the base point. This is my base point. Then I'm going to rotate it to 70 degrees. So now I want to place these doors on the floor plan. I'll need to move them. So you click on move. Then you select the object to move, press enter. Specify the base point. That is the base point. You realize that I can only move through straight lines in 0 degrees or 180 degrees or 90. That is because the auto mode is on. So I'll turn it off so that I can move this to the required place like that. So I also need to mirror this. I want this curved side to be on this side. So for me to get that, I can mirror this. you come to mirror, select the object, press enter, specify the first point of the mirror line. I want to mirror it along this line. Let me put the auto on along this line. Then you ask to erase the source objects. I can erase it. And then I have the door as I want it. So I'm going to copy that door. Copy it, press enter, specify the base point, turn this off, and place it where you want it, like that. I also need one here. So that is how we are placing, that is how we place doors on the floor plan. So the next thing that I also want to do, I want to place the windows. So the first thing is to make an opening for them. So I'm going to do line. My first window will be here. I need to offset this by 2 meters. And I'll also have another window here of 2 meters. I'm going to offset it still under 2 meters. I press enter, offset it this direction. Then I'm going to draw another window here, the one we have for 1500. Like that. Then I'm going to do another window. I'm going to offset by 1500 to this point. So for me to make the openings, I need to trim the lines that I don't want. So I'll click on trim, then select the objects to trim. You just click on every object that you don't want to clean our floor plan. So we have provided the spaces for the windows. Again, we need the windows to be blocks. So I'm going to type again block on my keyboard. Click on block. Then the name of this block is window. Then pick a point. This is my point. Then I'm going to press OK, specify, select the object, press enter. Again, window 2, window 1, this. Okay, then I'm going to select the objects and press enter. Now they are blocks, so that means that I can move them the way they are. So for me to move this, I'll need a copy of this. So I'm going to copy this, press enter on your keyboard, specify the base point from here to here. I also want to copy this because I need 2 of them. This is my base point. So I need to place them on the plan. I'm going to turn off the auto mode. So I'm going to move them. Click this, enter. Specify the base point. That is my base point. I want it to come here. Then pick this, press enter. That is my base point. Then bring it there. I'll copy these 2, press enter, specify the base point. Then this window here, I need it rotated. So I'm going to click on rotate, select the object, press enter, specify the base point. Then I'm going to rotate it that way. Then I'm going to move that window from here This will be my base point. I'm going to place it here. So simply, guys, that is how we place objects, doors and windows on our floor plan. So up to there, guys, if you have any question, just ask me on the comment section. Kindly share my videos, share my content with others. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and it gives me a thumbs up to make my content go to the right people, to make my content visible. And if you've not subscribed, once again, I'm kindly asking you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for your time.